with am I falling in love with trust? Oh yes, I think I am. Am I falling in global inspiration nation? How y'all doing? Hey, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Happy. Let's keep on track with our days here. Today is Wednesday, October 25th, 2023, at 8:41 Pacific Standard Time. Welcome, Global Inspiration Nation, as we keep up on this daily vlogging experience and going into the full time experience of content creation and creating, and trusting the process along the way and falling in love with the process. So, I've had an amazing day today. I want to share my daily journey of going into full time content creation. What does that look like over the last a little over a month, right? So I've started this process back on the right on autumn equinox. So autumn equinox was on September 22nd, 2023, I believe. And so, um, what does that process look like? So I'm getting more into the routine of it, and I really do recommend it for people. So like, get your unresolved issues resolved first, number one priority. You got to get those resolved, and then like things just start to like take off. Things just start to go into flow. Once you give yourself permission, things will just start opening up for you. So for me, anyways, I've witnessed that from I've heard other people speak about this. So like, I guess I'll just share my experience because I don't really know how else to explain it. And I really want to inspire you guys to really work on your unresolved issues. Knock them out, just knock them out of the park, right? And then once you do, like your brain, something will happen to your brain. It's gonna clear up. It's gonna like there's gonna like pressure that's gonna go away. For me, I'll speak for me because I don't really know how to speak for anyone else. I want to inspire you guys. I'm trying to like inspire you guys. It will do it for you too. I don't know. It probably will. Yeah. Or likely it will. But just imagine it will. I think it will. And then like, so I've heard Tony Robbins saying that the universe will just like open up. And that was always my inspiration to like push through getting my unresolved issues resolved, pushing through, right? And because I've heard Tony Robbins going like, I forget exactly what he said, but I know he did say like the universe kind of just opens up. So I think he's talking about it more when you take massive action. But as people who followed my journey, I am not a massive action supporter. I am a supporter. I am an advocate of taking action, of passion, but massive action, two separate energies. And the hustle culture, no, 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 no. I'm more into the nap culture. Napping, take a nap, go lay down, take a nap. You're getting cranky, take a nap. Are you getting cranky? Got to take a nap. So I'm into the action of passion culture and the napping culture. But I think it was Tony Robbins was talking about, or maybe it was Tim Ferriss. I don't remember. But anyways, they were talking about how like the universe will just kind of like open up. It's like it kind of like parts the seas. It's like a parting of the seas. So this is very interesting. I can do a comparison with the brain resolving your unresolved issues, parting of the seas within the universe and parting of the seas within your brain. So that actually like really took place within me. It was very interesting at one point, a little while ago, as I was resolving like my unresolved issues. Um, it was like a year ago or something like that. I knocked out like some like really big unresolved issues in my life, and it was like literally like it was like a metaphysical feeling where it was like my brain, it like parted way and like all this pressure just like went away. And so it was really amazing. So work on your unresolved issues and then like start working towards the journey of content creation, right? It's taken off. I'm really loving the process. I'm falling in love with it. It's getting easier since like the tension in my mind and the brain has gone away since resolving the unresolved issues, spending the time to clear those out. Um, it has really made a huge difference. And so I really, really, really suggest like people to like really work towards resolving your unresolved issues. And then because like you start to like get into like a dynamic where it's like you start to then like move towards your passions, and your passions will start to unravel, and you start to like fall in love with that. And I keep looking down because like I see people like kind of jump on, jump off, and I get kind of distracted by it. Like I kind of lose my train of thought. So I'm gonna like just kind of keep my eye. I wish there was like a way I could like see this but not see this, you know? I don't know. So, anyways. Having fun. Anyways, so I've been writing a lot. I've been doing long form creative writing. Right. I got a had to go back and like write a little bit because I'm like doing a project, keeping it under wraps right now. I'm sure you guys can kind of figure it out if you watch my nightlies gratitudes each night that I do. You'll probably kind of get a sense of probably what I'm doing. But I'm really enjoying it, and I had to kind of go back a little bit, which was like a little discouraging. But I started like reading through what it is I was writing. I wrote like, what was it, 18,500 words? I think it was like 18,500 words. And then so I've been like transferring it over to the, and I'm only like halfway done. And then I ended up transferring it over to the uh, Word, yeah, Word document. And so I've been reading through it. And then so I had to kind of like narrow it down. Woo, and kind of go back so I could start reading it because I realized I kind of made some errors as far as the way it didn't really make sense. So I had to like kind of scrap a lot of it, which is fine. And I need to hold on to this book because I have something to say about this. Um, and so now I'm at about like 4,500 words. I'm going to like kind of start over, and I'm really having a lot of fun. And this book, I'm going to start reading this book this weekend. So here's something that's really interesting. I was introduced to someone. I was gifted, I guess. I don't know what to say. Someone's going to help me out and do like the mental emotional NLP release. Yeah, 12 weeks. So like, I'm really excited about that. But like, he's like, I was told that I got to read, ironically, this book. So I'm thinking these people are kind of like the same group, or I have no idea. I'm really interested though. I'm really intrigued. So I was asked to read before I start the 12-week session with him. I need to read at least the first 4 chapters, which is going to push me and challenge me a little bit. But I'm like, I'm all in. I'm going to do it. Guy really seems really nice. Very calm. Calm. I need calm. I need calm. He was asking me like, "Have you ever been coached before?" And I'm like, "Well, kind of, sort of. No, I don't think so. Have I ever had a coach? I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. Like, I've been in like groups, I've done events, I've done things, but have I actually had a quote unquote coach? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I have. And so, like, I don't know. He was just asking some really interesting questions. Like, what do you think of when you think of a coach? Like, calm. I need someone calm. I don't want someone like yelling at me. I shut down. So it was really interesting just to like, kind of like contemplate like how coaching works and seeing how like the dynamics of that is. And I started like talking about like what I don't want. I caught myself. I'm like, oh, I don't like, like people yelling. Like I don't like that hard energy. Like I shut down with that hard energy. Like people think it's helpful, and it may be helpful for some people, but I don't resonate with like that hard energy. Like, bah, you gotta just freaking do it, and if you're not, then it's an excuse. All your excuses are just lame, and you're never gonna get anywhere because it's your ego. It's like shut the f up, dude. Like that just makes me like shit blood. If y'all have been following my journey. So I was telling him, I was like sharing with him that like, that soft energy. I've come to like realize like over my journey of 6 years that the people with like the soft touch, like the divine feminine, And divine feminine, for everyone that's not aware of what that is, it's doesn't has nothing to do with like sexes, like male or female. It's about an energy. We have like the masculine energy, and then we have feminine energy, and everyone has both sides of those. And I was sharing with him that I do better with the softer energy, the energy where it's just like, hey man, like have a conversation with me, like don't come at me. And like I excel like really quick when I don't feel like I'm being yelled at or stressed out, or like saying that everything's an excuse if I can't do it, or like I literally start shitting blood. So I that was just where I was at, over the stress of over like the last like 5 or 6 years with a lot of those. But I learned a lot through that process. I'm not complaining about it. Well, I did shit blood for quite a bit, but whatever. It is what it is. TMI, but that's just how I roll. I guess apparently, and I have learned over the process. So it's like it's all been like a learning experience for me. I really learned like all the ins and outs of what it was. What works for me and what doesn't work for me. And then like moving forward, like I've tried different dynamics with other people as well. Like, what is it that who am I? Trying to identify myself over the last 6 years after after abandoning my old life, getting off narcotics, starting my life over, starting anew. I really wanted to help people. And I've tried different energy techniques as well with people to try to help them. And I've tried that rah, 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 rah. And people are just like, F you, and go away. And then like I'm kind of the same way, and I get all stressed out, and it's like that's not who I am, and that's not who my audience is. So it's like the people that I help. So it was a learning experience. I had to go through that, and I'm glad I did. Kind of, through the process, and through that, I really identified like what works, like for me, and like what works for me helping other people. And so I'm going to start reading this book. I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing a 12-week program pretty soon. I'm going to be learning more NLP techniques. And he was asking me why I want to learn NLP. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, I want to create a global ripple effect of compassion this planet has ever seen before. Like, I've had visions, I've had downloads, I've seen some things. I've seen the promised land, and I'm heading towards it and helping other people along the way. Like I really feel like this is a calling from like a higher power, God, something shifted me, and I really do believe that NLP was I'm getting pushed to and led to, and that's what I was kind of sharing with that person. I really want to help other people. I want to first unravel me, get rid of my emotional blockages, release these emotional and mental things that I have to move forward. And then also in like business, and really get it to like a place where it's like I can create like passive income, or people come to me and he's like, oh yeah, we can totally get you to that place. And I'm like, just like writing, I really want to get into writing. And then like flow. Success to me, when asked, what does success look like for you? Well, success for me is financial freedom. And it doesn't even have to be a lot. This is what I was sharing. So I want you guys to think about this too. What does success look like for you? For me, success looks like financial freedom, and it doesn't need to be like an extremely amount. Just for like right now, like the lower stages of success for me, I guess you could say, would just be like a low end of financial freedom, where it's like all my bills are paid, and I'm actually moving forward, and I'm actually like feeling kind of good about myself, that I'm actually able to lean on my own spine type of thing. I can take care of myself and not have to be dependent. Like, it really sucks. And I want to get past that. I think if I can get to like a level like that, that would be amazing. If I can get to like $10,000 a month, that would radically shift me. And that's like huge for me. But other people in my network, that is like kind of small. It's like, that's it. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's like a lot for me. So it's kind of exciting to like surround yourself with like really amazing people that are like, that think $10,000 a month is very little. To me, it's a lot. I'd totally be willing to accept $10,000 a month. Like, that would radically shift me on a level of confidence of like, wow, I actually did that. Like, that is, and I know it's totally possible online, totally possible. And I know it's probably not that difficult. I really just like let go. Okay, so lower level of success. What does success look like for me? You guys think about this too. What does success look like for you? And then my whole thing, what I shared with him was like success is very simple. It was I experienced success um when I was on drugs, getting off drugs. I know this may sound kind of hear me out. When I was on drugs, getting off drugs, I was in a group and I was just myself. I was completely vulnerable. I'm very open because I was like, you know, I had to get off. I was going through it. I basically made a decision. I realized that like I'm dying, and if I don't do this, I'm going to be dead within the next very soon. And so I had like a spiritual awakening, and I was very vulnerable, and I just kind of jumped in headfirst into a group that someone introduced me to for helping other addicts, and it was like a really small, intimate group, and it was just getting started. And this is what I was sharing with the guy. Like, this is success to me. Like leading up, this is the story of what I view success as. And I was helping people. How was I helping people? I was just like being myself. I was just like sharing my story. I was an admin. They asked me, do you want to be who wants to be an admin? And I'm like, I will. I jumped in, signed up to be an admin, didn't even know what an admin was. I'm like, okay, so what's an admin? I probably should have asked that before I just jumped right in and volunteered. But I just wanted to help. I wanted to be a service. And to other people. I didn't want people to like suffer through it. Like I just know what it was like. I know what it's like to suffer. And I don't want people to do that. And so like I was just like, I will. I'm way more than happy to like overlook like my problems that I'm going through of withdrawing and getting off these drugs and like help other people. Like to like shift it away from me, like turn it on other people that need help and like shift my awareness to them to help them. And through that, I ended up just being like very open and vulnerable, talking about my daily experiences, talking about my daily journey, kind of like what I'm doing right now, and just of getting off drugs at that time. And success to me was just that sharing my story, like completely open, completely vulnerable, having no agenda, nothing tied to it. Just really like sharing, like, I'm really going through the thick of it today. I'm going through some really bad withdrawals, and like here's my thought process, and here's what I'm doing, and yeah. Is anyone else like feeling this way too? Does anyone want to talk? Does anyone there? I'm here if anyone wants to talk, because I'm really going through it, and I'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm miserable, but I will more than willing to talk to anyone that's. And I just like threw it out there that I'm here to talk. If you need me, I'm really going through it. And the people reached out to me, and like some people would even tell me like, "Hey, you saved my life." And it would always blow me away. Like, what do you mean I saved your life? Sorry, who are you again? Mr. Mr. Person on the other side of the world or a different area of the state. Like, have we talked before? No, but I'm in the group. Oh, you're in the group. Okay. How did I save your life? By just sharing your story, like watching you kind of go through it. Like I was in a really dark place. That to me is success. That is success. Or it's like, I ain't doing nothing that I feel, because it's like I'm just being my most authentic self, genuine, sharing my experience, and somehow, some way, shape, or form, I'm transforming people's lives. I'm changing people's lives. I'm saving people's lives, or having like interactions, conversations, talking to people. Just like I love to talk. I love to I love to talk. I love to listen. I love listening to people's experiences. I love to just be like that minded person that to counsel people, like in a sense, like help people get through like crap that they're in. It's like motivate them. Like there's more, there's better. And then like having people just like reach out to me like, dude, you saved my life. Wow, really? That's amazing. I don't how I'm blown away. So that's success to me. So think about, what is success to you? What do you define as success? Think about it. Really think about it. It could be anything. You are the one that defines success. So think about it within your life. What do you find as success? And so I'm going to read this book, and I'm very excited. I really feel that like my life is about to take off, because things keep synchronizing. I keep getting synchronizations. almost on a daily basis. Do, 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 do. Oh, I had a squirrel run up to me today. That was fun. I noticed when I start getting in higher vibrations, squirrels from further away will come running up to me when I call them. Like I just look at them and go, "Hey, squirrel," and they'll be like, "Huh," and they come running up to me. I can always tell like when I'm in a higher frequency, depending on the distance of how far away squirrels are, and they see me, and they go like, "Oh, that guy! I gotta!" They come running over to me. I'm vibing high today. So, anyways, back to the process. So, I'm falling in love. Falling in love with the universe and the process of trust. Yeah. And abundance is on its way. And brown squirrels are on their way too. I am a magnet. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, I'm having a good time. Yeah, it just seems like the life things are opening up. So staying in higher vibrations, falling in love with the process, realizing that my unresolved issues are um, just about all resolved. I have the one last one. My final resolved issue is just basically financial. No big deal. Like it's on its way. Staying in higher vibrations, helping people, like thinking in that frame of how can I help? How can I be a service? How can I create content and help other people around the world where like they'll be drawn to me and magnetize people to me, where it's like they'll just reach out to me. No chasing people. Like the right people will come to me and the right scenarios and situations will like appear and be like effortlessly helping people and creating that ripple effect where other people start effortlessly helping other people as well. And like just making this really easy. So I'm looking forward to clearing out some blockages so I can start helping other people clear out blockages from themselves as well. 12-week program. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Like I'm just staying in a high vibration and like now I'm like gifted a 12-week program to do NLP. I was like really excited about that. Like, especially because like I was being interviewed. I didn't realize I was being really interviewed. I was just having a conversation with the guy, but I guess I was being interviewed to like see if we were a good fit for each other. And he's like, "Oh man, you're like a perfect candidate." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm being interviewed. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I was a perfect candidate. I answered all that right. Okay, good." I just being myself. I'm just talking to the guy, just being open and honest about my story. I wasn't even really thinking anything. Just getting to know someone else that's in NLP. NLP is something that you guys should look into if you're not familiar with NLP. I've stumbled upon it about 10 years ago, just the terminology. Um, I've gone to little things here and there, events, picking it up, learning it slowly. I haven't really fully ingrained it, but it's something I have. On some level, many levels. I was sharing with that guy, like I had a part of my spiritual awakening prior to even knowing what NLP was words have power. Change your vocabulary, change your reality, change your vocabulary, change your reality. That was part of my spiritual awakening that kind of shifted me, changed me to like think differently and talk differently about like the drugs that I was doing in order to get off drugs. And that was kind of like one of my aha moments. And so it's kind of like it's interesting how things kind of come around full circle. You know, a lot of the realizations that I was having leading up to my spiritual awakening, having my spiritual awakening, and then finding people on my network. It's interesting how your vibe attracts your tribe, your energy attracts people, and the energy that you put out will attract that back to you. And just kind of seeing that, like now that I've been on this journey for a little over 6 years online, but the journey really began about 8 to 10 years ago. And just kind of seeing how that has kind of unfolded full circle, like over the last like 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And especially with like the long form writing that I'm doing, I'm really reflecting back on a lot of this stuff. And it's just like, wow. wow, it's beautiful. It's lovely. I would recommend people to like really push through because there is something really spectacular on that other side, and it just keeps getting better and better. Um, there's a saying: if you're in hell, if you find yourself in hell, if you found yourself walking in hell, don't stop there. Keep walking until you get out. Something like that. It's really true though. No matter how bad it is for you, just keep walking, keep moving. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and that was like my whole thing as well about the wanting to help people. I was that person in hell. I was trapped in a horrible hell, and it was and I just started. The way that I kind of explained it was I took a shovel and I just started digging. I started digging, and my whole purpose was to dig my way like a secret passageway out of hell. And then once I'm out, go back in and grab others. Come on, I got a secret passageway. And that secret passageway, like I'm going back in. And it's like it's beautiful. Like all of it is beautiful. And I'm gonna help a lot of other people out of hell. And which is gonna create that global ripple effect of compassion where they're gonna do it. And then they're gonna be able to see like, wow, that was doable, and then they're going to turn around and they're going to help 3 other people, and those 3 other people are going to help 3 other people, and those 3 other people are going to help 3 other people, and those 3 other people are going to help 3 other people, and it's going to be a global ripple effect. Bloop. And it just starts with one pebble around the world. Good times are coming. Good times are here. Higher frequency, and you got to sing a song. Singing really helps stay in that higher frame. Dancing, drawing, painting, I got to do that. I saw a post today. I don't know who this post is for, but it's for someone. You need to start drawing more. You need to start singing. You need to start writing. You need to start get back in touch with like the right side of the brain. I didn't say that, but it is right side of the brain. And so when we stay in the right side of the brain, miracles start happening. All right, I'm going to end it here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time here at Keep Inspiration Alive. I do accept love donations. Go ahead if you're on the YouTube right now watching. I have a link. I have a clothing line I have out. If you want to support Keep Inspiration Alive, help keep it going, sustaining, moving forward, help other people, help you, help anyone else, give value, support me on my journey so I can move forward to help you guys as well as much as I can. It's the whole purpose of this. I greatly appreciate it. And there you have it. And it's in the description down below. And let me know about where you're at in your journey. I really want to create this like online community, see who's who, where you're at, and some of the things that you might be going through that I can help you. Yeah, like I said, dug a secret tunnel out of hell. And I'm going back in to help you guys. And it all starts with your unresolved issues, resolving your unresolved issues. You can do it. I'm going to be the one to help guide you, coach you, and counsel you. Hold on, I got some stuff written down. I'm trying to get this memorized. I know I was going to end it, but it's my show. I'll keep going if I want to. It's my show, and I'll keep going if I want to. Let's see here. Compassionate, open-minded, knowledgeable, guide, coach, and counselor. I'm here for you guys. All right. Toodaloo, people. Oh, stay strong, stay you. You got this.